Wonyoung is not acting cute. She's surviving. Fans say she changed. But what if the industry forced her to? In this video, I'll break down 5 idols who were accused of changing when they were actually adapting to pressure. Let's start with Wonyoung. And the moment fans turned against her. Wonyoung is not just an idol. She represents what happens when perfection becomes a target. During her as one era, she was young, bright, and widely loved. Her behavior felt natural, even clumsy at times, and no one questioned it. But after IV debuted, the narrative around her shifted. The way she eats, the way she smiles, the way she looks at the camera. Everything became too calculated in the eyes of the public. One viral clip of her eating a strawberry sparked thousands of comments accusing her of being fake. Not rude, not offensive, just too aware. In interviews, Wonyoung has openly discussed how exhausting constant observation can be. She admits she now thinks before every small action, because even breathing the wrong way can become a controversy. This is not a personality change. This is what happens when a teenager grows up under a microscope. Wonyoung didn't become artificial. She became defensive. Fans often forget that public perception is not reality, and that her careful behavior is a survival tactic, not a betrayal of her true self. 2. Jonghao, Zero Base 1. Before Boys Planet, Jonghao was expressive, playful, and open. He spoke freely and reacted honestly to fans and peers alike. After Zero Base 1 debuted, fans noticed a change. He spoke less, paused more, and chose his words carefully. Why? Online scrutiny. Even the smallest reaction could be clipped and misinterpreted. During a live broadcast, Jonghao explained, "I now have to think twice before I speak, because one sentence can be taken out of context and shared millions of times. This isn't losing confidence. This is learning media awareness." Jonghao didn't change who he is. He learned how dangerous honesty can be inside idol culture. He also started sharing more of his thoughts through carefully planned content, instead of spontaneous moments, balancing authenticity with caution. This is the invisible work idols do to survive. 3. Karina, aespa. Karina's image shift is subtle but meaningful. Before fame, she was relaxed, casual, and playful. Her energy felt natural, and she joked openly. As aespa's popularity exploded, scrutiny grew. Even small jokes or casual expressions were dissected frame by frame. Fans interpreted minor actions as cold or distant, but the reality is different. After multiple waves of online backlash, Karina changed how she interacted publicly. She became quieter, more controlled, and more deliberate in her expressions. This was not coldness. It was experience shaping behavior. When idols pull back, it is often not because they stopped caring. It's because caring publicly became risky. Karina learned to manage her image strategically, showing affection in safe spaces while protecting her personal space. 4. Sunghoon, in Hypen. Sunghoon has always been calm, polite, and respectful. That part never changed. However, as Hypen grew in fame, fan expectations increased. Fans wanted more emotional accessibility, more fun interactions. When he didn't meet these expectations, people concluded, he's distant now. Sunghoon himself addressed this indirectly in fan events, saying that he worries about misunderstandings and must be careful in interactions. This is not a personality change. It is setting professional boundaries. Fame doesn't just spotlight talent. It magnifies every small behavior. And sometimes distance is necessary to protect oneself. Fans often forget that public interpretation is just that. Interpretation, not truth. 5. Hanni, new jeans. Hanni debuted as a refreshingly natural idol. Her reactions were spontaneous, her energy playful. As new jeans became a global sensation, her behavior matured. She paused before speaking, filtered reactions, and became aware of the global audience watching every move. Not because she lost her personality, but because she realized every word could be blown up online overnight. In today's K-pop, caution is survival. Spontaneity can be misinterpreted. Being deliberate is strength, not weakness. Hanni's evolution demonstrates how global attention requires an entirely new level of awareness. Final thoughts. Idols do not change because they become famous. They change because fame removes the right to be human. What fans often call losing charm is sometimes just learning how to survive intense scrutiny. Maybe the real issue isn't idols changing. Maybe it's our refusal to let them grow. Maybe we love the idea of them more than the real person. If you watched until the end, leave a comment. Which idol do you think truly changed? And which one simply grew up?